Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are learning the principles of procurement. This is part of our supply chain basics in procurement from our Learning Logistics series. I'm Professor Rodriguez. I'm a college instructor, supply chain executive, and the founder of the MVC Logistics Academy, a place to find supply chain education, news, career development, and much more. Are you ready? Let's learn logistics. Okay, if you've been with us, so far we have covered what is procurement, what are the steps in procurement, what is the difference between procurement and purchasing, and in today's video, we take a look into the principles of procurement. As I mentioned earlier, this is part of our supply chain basics in procurement series. If you want to look at some of those corresponding videos in the series, I have linked them in the description and somewhere in the video cards, so check them out. Now, this all leads us to the main principles of procurement. And we'll start the lesson by explaining the relationship between procurement and finance. In many companies, procurement and finance teams operate as separate departments. Historically, they have even sometimes been at odds for one major reason. Procurement spends money, while finance focuses on saving money and being profitable. Now, that sometimes means finding ways to spend less. However, a strategic partnership between the two groups can benefit the business as a whole, partly because each group can provide unique insights into the business operations. For example, a well-run procurement team may have a deep understanding of how carefully sourced goods and services can really help the business maintain its profits or increase their profits. This helps the finance group get a better overall picture of the company's spending and how it affects their bottom line. An integrated supply chain management software can connect this information from across the business, including finance and procurement. This is an important tool to bridge the traditional divide or gap and help these teams work together to advance the business objectives. Supply chain management software can also help you track progress towards goals by providing the information you need for key performance indicators, or KPIs, in a simple to understand format for your procurement team. We'll talk about KPIs in a future video. The relationship and partnership between finance and procurement must be solid so that the company can agree on the main principles of the procurement team that they will follow every day in their operational tasks. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the list of the procurement principles. Now, keep in mind that principles can vary or somewhat vary depending on the company, the organization, and the size. But here we list the 7 most common procurement principles. Number 1, value for money. The organization must manage funds efficiently and economically when procuring goods and services. This may include conducting cost-benefit analysis and risk assessments. It's worth noting that low cost does not always necessarily equate to a greater value. Characteristics such as quality or durability are a big factor into determining whether the purchase we're making represents value for money. Number 2, fairness. Procurement should not provide preferential treatment to individuals or suppliers. This is true in any aspect of the business. Now, all bids should be assessed objectively based on how well they meet the company's needs, not on a personal bias. Number 3, competition. Organizations should seek competitive bids from multiple suppliers, unless there's a specific reason not to do so, such as a sole source provider, where the good or service is only available from a single vendor. So keep your options open. Number 4, efficiency. Procurement processes must be carried out efficiently to help maximize value and avoid delays. Now remember, delays is such a bad word in logistics and supply chain, so we must always strive to avoid them at any cost. Number 5, transparency. Organizations should make relevant procurement information available to everyone. That's the meaning of transparency. This includes the public as well as suppliers. Information should always be confidential only when there are legal matters involved or if there is a valid reason to do so. Number 6, integrity. Those who work in procurement should always strive to be perceived as trustworthy, reliable, honest, and responsible. I think anybody that works in supply chain should be. This is especially true in procurement because funds must be used for their intended purposes and in the company's best interest. Number 7, accountability. People involved in the procurement process are accountable for their actions and decisions. That's true with anything in business. They are required to report procurement activities accurately, including any errors, and must maintain current records so that everything is crystal clear. Well, that sums it up. These are the most common procurement principles in supply chain management. If you have any question you want us to answer, let us know in the comments. We're always interested in your opinion and we'd love to hear from you. Now, thank you for watching. Feel free to give us a like or subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. I'm Professor Rodriguez. See you in the next video.